Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Tiffany Schoenike, the Chief Operating Officer at the National Cybersecurity Alliance. Thanks for joining us, Tiffany.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to talk today.
And you've got some interesting tech travel tips for folks. But before we do that, tell us a little background about the NCSA, what it
Yeah,
is and what it's made up of.
sure. So the National Cybersecurity Alliance, we are a public-private partnership. We work with industry, government to help everybody be safer and more secure online. So we have free resources and information so that you can live your best life online.
Really, really great stuff and very necessary, obviously. And these tech travel tips that you have out now are interesting. You've got really a whole list of things that people should keep in mind. One of them seems obvious, and people might not think of it as a security thing, and that's to enable Find My Phone features on their devices.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I think a lot of us, with the hustle and bustle, getting in and out of taxis or going on a cruise, you're bound to misplace your phone one time or another. Hopefully you don't, but hopefully you enable the Find My Phone feature because it's really important so you can disable it and make it basically useless to anybody who might steal it. Every now and then you might be lucky to have somebody return it, but in the case you don't, you have apps on there with your financial information, personal contacts. If they're able to get into your phone, basically your whole life is left vulnerable. So enabling the Find My Phone feature, you can easily look it up online how to do it. If it seems a little complicated, but it's fairly simple, it'll save you a lot of hassle and stress down the line.
And I suppose it's a good idea to have a good password or perhaps a biometric login kind of thing for your device as well, so that somebody can't just pick it up and turn it on.
Absolutely. Yes. Please, please, please make sure to add, a passcode, password, a swipe feature on your phone to make sure that it's locked so not just anybody can get access to that and look at all of your contacts and personal information. It's very important. Whatever your comfort level, you can do, the facial recognition or finger tap or just a code, but please make sure to enable it on your phone.
Another key thing is going online. Not when you don't have your cell network available, or perhaps you're using a notebook or a tablet. People use their Wi-Fi all day at home, all day at work, and when we go out, sometimes we're searching for a Wi-Fi network to log on to. But you're saying to take some precautions.
Yeah, that's right. Even younger adults who are looking to make their data plan, less used when they try to offload it to Wi-Fi, it's really, really important to make sure that you stick to things that aren't so sensitive when you're using public Wi-Fi. And some people might not know exactly what public Wi-Fi is, and that's when you're in the airport or even in your hotel room. Some people feel like, oh, I'm in my hotel room, it's fine. It's actually still public Wi-Fi. So please make sure that, if you're using public Wi-Fi, even if you pay for it, it doesn't have to be free to be public Wi-Fi, that you're using caution not to log into your bank account or use any sensitive or personal information. Just be very cautious when using public Wi-Fi.
Are there things you can do to make it more secure when you're out using a public Wi-Fi network?
Yeah, make sure you do a little bit of research if you decide to use a virtual private network or VPN. There are apps out there that you can download. Some are definitely more trusted than others. And basically what that does is it adds a level of security to when you're using public Wi-Fi. That's something to consider if you feel like that's too technical for you and you're not comfortable with that. Make sure that you set your permissions to connecting to a Wi-Fi network to check with you before it actually does it, because sometimes it's enabled to where it just connects to any Wi-Fi out there. That's definitely a precaution you want to make sure that you take. Or you can use just your cell network versus Wi-Fi. That's more secure than connecting to public Wi-Fi.
And of course, it may not have to do with travel, but during the summer, a lot of kids home from school are online more and more, perhaps without as much parental supervision. Parents should be aware of security issues when it comes to that as well, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we always say every child is different. It's a matter of building trust with your child, making sure that you keep that dialogue open, understanding, what they've experienced. We definitely have some research about that from a year or so ago related to kids' experiences online. But an open dialogue, it's an ongoing process because new technologies, new apps are always being introduced, and kids are going on to the next best thing. And so it's kind of like teaching them how to drive. You before they go into the car, you want to make sure they buckle up and head out safely, but you always say be safe before you go. So it's an ongoing conversation. And if they can follow, these few tips, find my phone feature, getting wise about public Wi-Fi, that's a great start and a good, habits for parents and adults to do as well.
You've got some great information online too, a website where people can go to get more information about these and lots of other topics too.
Right. StaySafeOnline.org. You can find a lot of helpful information about, emerging technologies, cybersecurity, how to stay safe online, or sign up for our newsletter as well to get an email once a month about some of these topics.
Again, it's staysafeonline.org. Tiffany Schoenike, thank you for taking the time with us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Happy to have the conversation.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love Crane.